As we celebrate 15 years of the Formula Drift Championship, the top 32 field has been narrowed down first to 16 and now to 8. James Dean, the defending champion, Frederick Aasbo, Forrest Wang, and Chris Forsberg are still in the competition. But there are 4 other drivers who also have a chance to take home the first win of the year and, of course, the points lead. Will it be Peter Vincic, Ryan Tuerck, Alec Honordale, or JTP Justin Pollitt? Let's find out as we head back to the streets of Long Beach, only on Formula Drift Blackmagic Pro Championship. Hello Drift fans, and welcome back to the continuation of round 1 of the Formula Drift Blackmagic Pro Championship. I'm Jared Deenda. These are the streets of Long Beach. The unforgiving walls have already claimed some victims, but who's going to come out on top? Saw some awesome action top 16, and head-to-head continues. But before that, I throw it to my co-host, Ryan Sage.
All right, well, thank you, Jared. I'm down here once again at the Long Beach Grand Prix Street Course, and from what we've seen in the top 16, the initiation is a very important part of competition. Go too fast, too hot, you might find yourself in the tire wall. Go too slow, you may not have enough momentum to make it out to that first touch and go. And if you're not able to do that, you do not have the momentum or the line to make it all the way through the remainder of the course. So now that we know what the drivers need to do, let's go check in with them and find out what they think about the Long Beach Grand Prix Street Course.
This event in Long Beach is the perfect California event because it's by the coast. You have people flying in from all across the world. This is that international, high caliber drift event that we all need to set the tone for the rest of the season.
I think at Long Beach you got to be super consistent. You know, you could have a rager lap and knock your taillights out on every corner, but you need repeatable laps. You know, you can't just go out and give it all without being somewhat conservative. If you could be somewhat conservative and still have consistent good laps, I think that's the key. This is probably the gnarliest track that we have on the circuit, and it happens to be round 1.
It gets really tricky because these are city streets. So until we get rubber down, there's oil, there's all the junk from the cars driving, and then we have multiple different surfaces. So until the rubber gets down, the track gets to like prime condition, it's a very tricky course. But if you hit the right line and everyone is running that line, it gets there quickly, and it's a lot of fun when you put it together.
It's great to be back here in Long Beach. Honestly, this is my favorite drift track I've ever driven in all my years competing worldwide. So to come back to my favorite event feels great. We got some Irish people supporting us again. Obviously, a little bit more pressure coming back as a champion, but yeah, just can't wait to get back on track. Really feeling good and excited for the competition.
Drifting is the only motorsport in the world that is based on judging. So let's break down how that works. In head-to-head battles, the lead driver is supposed to run a specific judging line with as much angle as possible. The lead driver is setting the pace, but the chase driver is supposed to utilize the lead driver as a moving clipping point. Wherever the lead goes, the chase should go too. After 2 runs with each driver leading once, the driver that was the most consistent, most aggressive, and was able to show clear dominance over the other driver will win the matchup. For rules, criteria, and more information on Formula Drift, head to www.formulad.com.
Our first battle on deck, Ryan Tuerck versus the Candyman, Peter Vincic. He enters his sophomore season in that Wordhouse Drift team. He is qualifying number 1, but he's going against Ryan Tuerck, a veteran of the sport. He's got a powerful 2JZ. Actually, both of them running 2JZs, but here we go. Who's going to get the win and move on to the Final 4?
Vincic out of the chicane here and down into initiation. Ryan Tuerck eyeing him up, trying to get in that pocket, and you can see Vincic already back on throttle, reaching out to that touch and go.
Nice job by Piotr. Under the bridge is where they drew some blood. Nice job by Peter Vincic. Ryan Tuerck right there in tow.
Tuerck not letting him get away, now tucking up on the inside, and you can see Vincic closes the door there as he had the right of way. A great start here to the top 8.
All right, you see that. Peter Vincek transitioning. Ryan Tuerck just tucking into that pocket. Not as much angle there, but now Tuerck will get the clean air. Vincek, the Polish flag waving, hanging off that antenna. He's in the chase position.
The initiation is ever so important here. Ryan Tuerck, there he goes, back on throttle, but look at Vincek in the chase position, already door to door as they come through this second outer zone.
Ryan Tuerck not getting all the way out to the touch and go, and look at that, he really doesn't get out. Almost a car length between him and that second outer zone. Peter Vincek, the Polish driver, he is right there. The Candy man might be delivering.
Well, Piotr clearly had the better of the lead runs, and you can see there Ryan Tuerck taking that shallower line. Will that be enough to move him on?
And it is. Peter Vincek gets the win.
It feels good. It feels nice. The weather even is great, so everything suits me. The car is awesome. Thanks to our amazing crew, thanks to our mechanics. It works really nice. I cannot wait to even practice a bit more in it. Maybe here, maybe in Orlando. But for now, I have to focus myself on the top 4 battle, and we'll see how it goes.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Black Magic. Own your shine. By Air Force. Aim high. And by the Formula Drift app. Download the FD app in the iOS or Android store now.
Welcome back as we are just an eye shot of the infamous Queen Mary. We're making history of our own here at round 1 of the Formula Drift Championship. Only one battle into the Grade 8 as we move on. Former champion Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo versus JTP Justin Pollock in that Roush Performance Falcon Tire Mustang.
Qualifying number 4 and 5 respectively, and now as they battle in the Grade 8, it's really important for championship points. So who's going to be in the final 4? Here we go.
Let's see if JTP throws down his gangster initiation. He does just that, but Frederick Aasbo is the machine. Debuting this new car, it doesn't look like a freshman season vehicle. Woo!
Great start right there by Justin Pollock, 67.7 miles per hour. But look at this, Frederick Aasbo unfazed through the smoke line and right through the finish line, very close to JTP.
Strong lead position there for Justin Pollock, but I gotta say the shining star, the rock star here is Frederick Aasbo. A solid chase job there. We're gonna change it up. That Rockstar energy drink, Toyota Corolla on Nexum Tires will lead.
And Frederick Aasbo is very comfortable in the lead position. He always lays down solid runs, so the work is on JTP. Don't let him get away. Here we go.
All right, Frederick Aasbo out to that touch and go. Oh, look at that, Aasbo coming up short. Justin Pollock had to modify.
Weird transition there for Frederick Aasbo, and you can see it did have an effect on Justin Pollock. Now coming through this last inside clip, Pollock closing the door, and the run is over.
Let's take a look, a different perspective high in the sky. You can see Aasbo, not the best line, and Justin Pollock tightens it up. Let's go to the judges. Who's gonna move on? And they are going one more time. So again, majority rules 2-1. It's a one more time. Pollock will lead. Aasbo will give chase.
Well, you can see the judges there really giving fault to Frederick Aasbo for that mistake, and that mistake led to JTP. So the judges really paying attention to these lead runs.
Justin Pollock gets all the way out to the touch and go. Frederick Aasbo right there. Woo! Look at that, 67.1 miles per hour.
Smooth and fluid by Justin Pollock out front. Close and tight by Frederick Aasbo in the chase position. Another great run by these competitors. And now some contact there at the end.
All right, we take a different perspective. Look at that moving right along and around that final clipping point. Let's take a look. Aasbo drops in. Man, that was a tight one. Here we go. Frederick Aasbo will lead. Justin Pollock giving chase.
Through the chicane is Aasbo getting ready for initiation. Let's watch the smoke line. Off throttle, now back on there. There's the smoke line. Justin Pollock keeping it close. Great start again.
Frederick Aasbo out to the outer zone, and Pollock does that tighter line again.
All it's going to take is one little mistake. You can see Justin Pollock keeping the proximity, but he did have that mistake on the first outer zone.
Wow, that's potential missed opportunity there for Justin Pollock. Aasbo could come out shining like the rock star that he is. Let's take a look. See that different perspective, and now going to the judges. And there it is. Aasbo gets the win.
I'll be honest, I was really stressed out this morning. I mean, we're here with a brand new car. We've had very limited seat time in it. A lot of amazing drivers and cars out here. Everyone's just stepped it up another level. And to be here now in top 4, I mean, it's an amazing feeling.
Halfway through the Grade 8 battles, next up, our defending champ, James Dean, going against Alec Huddle. 2 S chassis vehicles, different builds, different countries of origin, but they both want to win. James Dean will lead, Alec Huddle giving chase.
Nice start through the chicane. You can see whipping it there is James Dean. Snappy initiation right back on throttle. Alec Honadale trying to not let him get away. Look at Dean on that touch and go. Great job.
Wow, working it wall to wall. Look at that. Honadale, he's not backing down though. Great execution by James Dean.
Honadale here for the fight, surging on the inside, and luckily he makes it through without hitting that inside clip. Some good driving here out front by both drivers.
Man, James Dean really getting that touch and go. He digs in to that first outer zone, into the second. Honadale, he is not shy at all. He's going to get on the door of James Dean, but right now he's getting the clean air.
Alec Honadale looking for that solid lead run. He knows that James Dean is going to keep it tight. Through this first turn, look at James Dean. Oh, and Honadale hits the wall.
Honadale comes in way too hot. He sheds the signature bumper that he is known to just keep knocking off, and it looks like that will be all she wrote. James Dean shuts her down. Looks like James has an issue now.
Well, it looks like a situation where James Dean is going to have it incomplete, and Alec Honadale may have it incomplete, which means we would revert to the last run, and whoever did better there.
All right, so all signs are saying James Dean unanimously gets the win.
You know, it had the potential to be a great battle, and yeah, feel a bit sorry for Alec that, you know, he made a mistake, but the judges called it a 0, but I actually came to a complete stop on track. So it's the way the rules are, and hopefully the team can get it fixed so we can move on to top 4 and take from there.
Well, here we go, moving on, our final battle of the Grade 8, and these guys have a storied past from a couple years ago in New Jersey. Forrest Wang versus Chris Forsberg. Forrest Wang qualifying higher, so he will lead in that Vaptasia Achilles tire S15. Forsberg in the Nostalgic 370Z on Nexen tires.
Big initiation there for Wang, getting back on throttle. Forsberg eyeing him up. You can see Forsberg coming out of that corner a little bit wonky here, but Wang going wall to wall, starting off strong.
Wang does a great job there in the lead position. Forsberg tucking in right in that smoke trail, now wrapping around that final clip as Forsberg takes out that Black Magic front clip.
Well, taking a look on top here, you can see Forsberg really great job on the second half of the run, but it was Forrest Wang strong in his lead.
All right, let's alternate the order. Forsberg will be out front. Forrest Wang in the chase position. Who is the final driver to be in the final 4?
Forsberg heading into initiation, already in the pocket is Forrest Wang, coming out to that touch and go. Let's see this. Oh, and you can see Forsberg coming up a little bit short, lacking the angle, and now getting on the throttle.
Powering into that second outer zone. Forrest Wang has a wide swing there. How is that going to fare as they bring it around that final clip, Ryan?
Well, Forsberg making some adjustments in the lead position and some mistakes there, and you can see Forrest surging, comes up a little bit long through that last section, so the judges have their work cut out for him.
And there it is one more time. Do not leave in the judges' hands. They say, hey, you know what? We need a clear-cut victor. Forrest Wang will lead. Forsberg will give chase.
Forrest Wang leaving the chicane. You can see Forsberg already keeping it tight. So important here on the initiation as they head to the touch and go.
Forrest Wang gets all the way out there, taps that Super Doof kit on the wall, and he goes both directions as Forsberg has a big mistake.
Forsberg, a huge mistake after that touch and go, and you can see now playing catch up right there. Both drivers tight on that last inside clip, but it all happens here, that separation after that first outside zone.
All right, so Forsberg needs to lay down a strong lead run in order to offset that correction by him in that first battle. Here we go, Forsberg out front. Forrest Wang in the chase.
Forrest Wang right there next to him. You can see Forsberg wide swing there, initiates both drivers back on throttle, and Forsberg again having a little bit of trouble in his lead run.
You see Forrest Wang with his little bobble in that chase, and Forsberg, oh, brings it all the way out. Forrest going even deeper.
Forrest through that smoke line after that. Oh, and it looks like Forsberg shuts it down right before the finish line.
So Forsberg having an issue here. Watch it wrap it around and shuts it down. So they make contact there. Let's go to the judges. And Forrest Wang gets the win. It's going to the final 4.
I've never got past grade 8 in Long Beach. So this is awesome. I mean, hopefully, you know, stand on the podium here, but even better than that, I'm battling James Dean. You know, this is what the fans wanted, you know.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Nexen Tire, driving tomorrow. By Achilles Radio, tires you can trust. And by Falcon Tires.
Welcome back to the Final 4 here on the streets of Long Beach, round 1 of the Formula Drift Black Magic Pro Championship. celebrating 15 years of the FD action. Here we go with our first battle of the Final Four. Peter Wisniewski from Poland going against Frederick, the Norwegian hammer Aasbo.
Well, this is a big one here. You got your #1 qualifier, you got your 2015 champion, both drivers legitimate opportunities for championship in 2018. Here we go.
These things are wound up, and here goes Peter Wisniewski. Nasty flick in. Aasbo, boom, just like a broken record. Well done.
Wisniewski trying to get out to that touch and go and does a great job on that first outer zone, but look at Aasbo stepping up round by round, battle by battle, and taking it to Peter Wisniewski.
Just very systematic, and Peter Wisniewski just glances that final front clip.
Well, again, the point has to be re-emphasized. These drivers have made adjustments to compete against James Dean and Peter's vehicle, and you can see it right there, Aasbo laying it down.
Well, little hate tap there, no love lost here, as we have Frederick Aasbo will lead, and Peter Wisniewski giving chase.
Aasbo initiates back on throttle. Peter right out of his door. Great job right there by Wisniewski. Unbelievable chase run so far. Both drivers top level drifting. Here we go.
Peter Wisniewski right there, riding shotgun with Frederick Aasbo and tucks right back in. Oh, look at that, contacts made. Wisniewski straightens out. Wow.
That is going to be it right there. That will decide the battle. Whose fault is it, Aasbo or Wisniewski? Whoever it is not will win.
And obviously it was Wisniewski, so Aasbo gets the win.
You know, the podium first event of the year, I mean, it's unbelievable to do that any year, but this year, 2018, feels particularly special. It's a brand new car for us, bigger involvement from Toyota, and I'm just really stoked to be here, and we'll see if we can take it home tonight.
Well, an unfortunate turn of events. James Dean needs to fix his car in the competition timeout. It expires, so unfortunately for James Dean, he is knocked out, but Forrest Wang moves on.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Black Magic. Own your shine. By NOS Energy Drink with Complex 6 for high performance energy and enhanced mental focus. And by Nitto Tire, fueled by enthusiasts.
The stage is set, and we have our finals on deck. Who's going to get the points lead? Who's going to be high atop the podium? We're about to find out. We have Frederick Aasbo against Forrest Wang. Forrest Wang taking that year off the hiatus. Frederick Aasbo in a brand new vehicle. Can he win on its maiden voyage?
Well, for both drivers, this is a great way to start the 2018 championship season. Now we're going to find out who stands atop the podium, Forrest Wang or Frederick Aasbo.
Forrest Wang qualifying higher, surprisingly, than Frederick Aasbo, but Wang throws it down, gets all the way out to the touch and go. Aasbo right there looming in the shadows.
Big angle from Wang, and Aasbo making the correct adjustments here, keeping the pressure on Forrest Wang through the smoke line and through this last inside clip. Great start to the finals.
Wow, Frederick Aasbo just checking up just a little bit to avoid damage on that S15. Forrest Wang gets all the way to the outside zone. Tighten up, you see a little shimmy there from Wang. Let's change it up. Aasbo, the sun is shining on these two gentlemen, but who is going to shine the brightest?
Aasbo through the chicane, Forrest Wang tucking behind Aasbo, now into initiation. Aasbo back on the throttle, Forrest Wang, a little bit of separation here. Aasbo not really getting out to the touch and go, but much better job on that first outer zone.
Aasbo under the bridge, sending it right now as Forrest Wang, he tucks into that next entire smoke trail. One more clip for glory. Who's it going to be, Ryan?
Well, one thing is for sure, Forrest Wang definitely has made the right adjustments to his vehicle and his driving style is shining through, but Frederick Aasbo is the most consistent driver of Long Beach so far.
And there you have it. We don't have a winner yet. They are going one more time. Let's see him. I know the fans want to see it. Ryan, who's going to come out on top?
Well, here we go. Forrest Wang, the one more time battle. Frederick Aasbo opting for that door-to-door initiation. And you can see why. He gets right in the pocket immediately. But Forrest Wang, better job on that touch and go.
Wow, Forrest Wang using all of the course. Aasbo cannot be shaken. Man, Forrest Wang is just dragging bumper all around the streets.
Big angle from Forrest Wang. That's what we've come to expect. But Frederick Aasbo is not letting him get away. Again, another great start. Here's the overhead. You can see Wang right through that second outer zone.
What's even more impressive about Aasbo's car, it's 4-cylinder turbo nitrous, nearly 1,000 horsepower, almost 2,000 horsepower on the track combined. Here we go. Aasbo and Wang, are we going to have a victor?
The sun is shining, and we are in the last run here of the one more time battle. Aasbo now having some separation here. Wang making a couple mistakes in the chase position, now playing catch up through that second outer zone.
Will it be defined? Aasbo more dominant in that position. Like you said, Ryan, that mistake by Wang early on, both of them clean around that final clip.
The judge is taking a look at lead to lead, chase to chase, and the best overall. Do we have a winner here in Long Beach?
Well, here we go. Let's go to the judges, Frederick Aasbo or Forrest Wang. And there it is, Frederick Aasbo gets the victory.
And with that, Aasbo sits atop the podium with Forrest Wang in second and Peter Vincek in third.
Well, what a way to kick off the 2018 Formula Drift Black Magic Pro Championship season. Here on the streets of Long Beach, it claimed some victims, it took some cars out, but 3 drivers ended up on the podium. Notably, Peter Vincek, our #1 qualifier, just a bit outside, grabs 3rd place. And after a year hiatus, Forrest Wang grabs 2nd place. And then the Norwegian Hammer, Frederick Aasbo, debuts a new car in the Corolla hatchback, and he gets the #1 spot. Ryan Sage is with our winner now.
All right, well, thank you, Jared. I am here with your winner, Frederick Aasbo. Now, Frederick, it was really tight going into the final last year. James Dean had that lead. You didn't take the championship. You start off the season this year just absolutely blowing doors off of everybody with a brand new car, taking home a win at the biggest event of the year. Just give us a recap.
Oh boy, yeah, we had a great season last year, but we realized we're coming up a little bit short. Went back to the drawing board, a brand new car, and here we are coming out swinging. It's been an unbelievable night, taking out Piotr Viecek that won last year's final event, taking out Forrest Wang that came out of retirement. Great win for us, great win for Toyota. Stoked to be back here with a lot of momentum heading into the 2018 season.
Well, we love watching you drift. You're an inspiration to every drifter around the world. Your winner here at Long Beach, Frederick Aasbo. And up next for us, we're heading out to Orlando. For everybody at CBS and Jared Dienda, I am Ryan Sage. We'll see you next time.
And here are your drivers' standings. Only 1 round in, plenty to go. Aasbo with the obvious advantage. Forrest Wang, Peter Vincek in 3rd. Auto Manufacturers Championship, Toyota out front, Ford in 2nd, Nissan in 3rd. And in the rubber category, we're talking tires here. Nexen, Falcon, and Achilles 1, 2, and 3.